Hey kids, how you doing? Comic Book Man back once again with
Sweet Dad Sweet.
Bob Marley. It's Bob Marley.
No, I'm purely an advocate of Bob Marley. I am not actually Bob Marley.
No!
Totally not.
Okay.
Fooled you.
Totally
fooled you.
I thought he was Bob Marley. I really did.
Everybody does.
Anyway, Dan's here. That means comic book review time. And this time around, we're going to devote the entire episode to one comic, like we did with Wednesday Comics. And that one is Blackest Night #1. Now, Blackest Night #1. You were
Mixed,
sort of on the fence,
to
not
say the
sure.
least.
Apathetic, a case of ennui.
My
book.
thing with this is Blackest Night is upon us, and this is supposed to be the book that gets everybody excited about everything that's going on in the Green Lantern universe, which people have been raving about for a couple of years now. Yeah. Jeff Johns came in and he really cleaned house in there, and he streamlined it, and he brought back the core, and he brought back the other color cores and stuff like that.
Well, he
created them. I didn't mean bring them back. Yeah. And I really thought this was going to be the culmination. This was going to be the book that I read, and I said, you know what? I got to go back and I got to read Sinestro Co-War, and I got to read all the other stuff, the War of Light. Mm-hmm. And then I picked it up, and for like the first half of the issue, it's a big pity party.
Pity party?
A pity party, man. When Superman died all those years ago, and then came back from the dead.
It was very sad, but I was happy.
Yeah, apparently the DC Universe had made the day Superman died, despite the fact that he came back to life, a holiday to remember fallen superheroes. And that's really what you get, is all the superheroes kind of moping about, whining about everybody that's died. And that sucks. I mean, you know, I understand when you fight the good fight and people go down, you gotta pay tribute to them and stuff like that.
Memorial Day.
It's kind of like Memorial Day, but with capes and colors and stuff like that.
Barbecue?
I don't think might be. Martian Manhunter got barbecue.
Nice.
Here's the deal. I wasn't excited by it. Once the action kicked in, it was all right. The Hawk family gets visited by the Black Lanterns first, and trouble ensues.
Big time.
I thought that it was kind of cool to see the Black Lantern Martian Manhunter show up.
Yeah. He's not happy. Of course,
no,
none of them are happy.
No, they're all kind of pissed that they're dead, I think.
And that the other ones aren't.
Yeah, you know, especially Barry Allen and Hal Jordan, who managed to cheat death in the last few years. I'm not seeing the big appeal of it. If you haven't been following the story, I don't think it's one of those where random guys are going to jump in and say, oh, this is the big event for DC, I'm going to read this. I've been following the DC events for the last few years nonstop, and this just doesn't do it for me. I think Jeff Johns is, at best, a mediocre comic book writer.
Oh.
Don't throw anything. It's your computer, remember.
He's better than that.
At times, I think his JLA and his Flash are phenomenal. I think the stuff he's doing with Green Lantern is just, you really got to be into the cosmic side of any universe to enjoy their space heroes. I don't think he's brought it all around. Okay. I think the character, he really gets Guy Gardner good. I really like Guy Gardner, but I like the dirty, lying bastard of any comic pretty much always.
The anti-hero.
The big appeal of this is Ivan Reyes. Awesome artist. He is one of the only few that DC hasn't lost to Marvel, surprisingly. And after this, I wouldn't be surprised if you see him go and jump and ship on an exclusive, because his pencils are phenomenal, invoking a lot of old Jim Lee stuff.
Well, give it time. He might be jumping any day now.
Ethan Van Sciver, it's reminiscent of all the greats that you've seen draw a lot of these characters, and I really think that might be the thing that I stick around for, is to see some of the great battles that he's gonna come up with. Okay. I don't know. I'll read issue 2. I think if you've read it, you should probably stick around to see if anything actually starts happening before you judge it like I did. But, you know, if you're into Green Lantern, I'm sure you're already reading it, and I'm sure you think I'm a jerk. If you're not into Green Lantern, I think you could pass and read something else that's out. You know what I mean?
You're not a jerk, though. You're a dick, but you're not a jerk.
You know, whatever. If the shoe fits.
He's entitled to his opinion.
So this is...
I got nothing. I'm gonna go a big either way. You want it? If you're into it, read it. If you're not into it, you're not gonna like it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's that simple.
Well, there you
go.
Dry. There you go. That's it for this time. Blackest Night #1. It's at the store right now. It's been here for a while. It's still available. Stop on in and pick it up. That's going to do it for us. be sure to stop off at the website, www.myalternatereality.com. That's where you can see all of Dan's reviews, including the Blackest Night one. And new reviews are posted up there just about every day. Not quite, but just about every day. When I can get to it, and when he can get to sending them to me, it's a sympathetical.
I've got a backlog I'm working on. Don't worry about it.
But they're very interested.
Until next time, this is Comic Book Man,
Sweet Dan,
saying,
listen to Bob Marley. Got him. Bye!
Don't stop till